Hi, welcome. This is Jackie Cambridge. Welcome to one of our Take 5 Minutes for Health and Safety videos. So in this particular video, we're just going to give you a quick potted tour about dermatitis. And this is something particularly with COVID and all of us using lots of hand sanitizers, alcohol, gels, etc. may be a bit on the increase in the next few years. So in terms of occupational dermatitis, two main types. We've got irritant contact dermatitis, used by substances that dry out the skin, and then we've got allergic sensitized dermatitis, which is more serious because this is where you get an allergic reaction. So let's just have a quick look at the typical substances that could cause these. In terms of occupational dermatitis, so here we've got a few factors that can make someone at greater risk of dermatitis, whether it's allergic dermatitis or irritant. Our skin types, if we've got pale skin, we're at greater risk. Our age, if we're younger or older, we're at greater risk. Females are at higher risk than males. The temperature of our body, and if we're sweating or the season of the year, we can be at greater risk when it's very hot or very cold. Some people have a little bit of their DNA, which actually means they're predisposed to get allergic reactions. So we don't know who they are. They don't have an arrow above their head. Equally, if your state of general health is poor, you're at greater risk. And equally, if you don't have good standards of personal hygiene, so you don't wash your hands or equally don't dry your hands, you can be at greater risk. So let's have a look at these two different types of dermatitis. We've got irritant contact dermatitis, which basically you get something on your skin, it dries out the natural oils, it leads to your skin cracking, and then you can get secondary infection and ulcers and things like that. So it gets very itchy and scratchy. So these types of things are caused by irritant substances. So often you can see these from the labels of your chemicals, but not all the time. So greases, mineral oils, solvents, they remove that natural layer, acetone, white spirit, terps, mild acids and alkalis, things like cement, stone, silica. They remove the natural oils of the skin, it cracks and breaks, it gets itchy and inflamed. But if you go away from the substance, give your hands a bit of a chance to recover, you can usually get better from this form of dermatitis. However, the more worrying one is allergic dermatitis, because this is where the substances actually cause an immune system response in the body, and therefore you get this allergic reaction. And even if you're exposed to a very small amount of the substance, your body goes into overdrive and you can get this really big overreaction, not just where you've been in contact with the substance. So you can see a few substances there like latex and rubber, nickel, sort of organic hair dyes, formaldehyde, and some forms of wood dust, etc. we can be allergic from. So this is an inflammatory response, and a response of our immune system. And then even very, very small amounts of the substance can trigger this overreaction. And as people are more exposed, they become more sensitive. And then the reaction just isn't where you've been in contact with the substance. It can spread to your whole body and can actually lead to anaphylactic shock. So it's systemic effect. So, and the problem with this one is once you're allergic, you are allergic. And the likelihood is you're going to be allergic for the rest of your life. And if you're allergic to one thing, that can mean you've got a predisposition to be allergic to other things as well. Here, just a couple of example cases for you to have a quick look at here. So cement, you may not think it's the most serious substance in the world, but here the cement is corrosive and actually corroded through the skin, leading to someone actually having one of their legs amputated. Here we have latex and rubber, which people became allergic to. So NHS has now changed so you don't have latex or rubber gloves, or you shouldn't do. So just read that one if you're interested. And that's a quick potted tour of dermatitis. So look at your workplace, what substances have you got, and prevention is better than cure. What things can we do to stop people coming into contact with these substances and prevent them from getting dermatitis on their hands and skin? Thanks very much for watching. This is Jackie Cambridge from Cambridge Safety.